after pause playing Roblox.
What is up, gamers? It's your boy S to the O to the N to the G to the rest letters and song about music pants, and here we are with Ratboy's New Kingdom Season 3, Episode 3, and here we go. It all started. So Jojathen, our favorite, whose castle is turning into squares at this point. He's sitting at his desk and he's just like, boy, I'm so tired. I am so tired. He's staring at his Macintosh computer and he's just like, boy, I'm so tired. Boy, I'm so tired. I should go to sleep soon. And he turns around and guess who's there? Guess who's there?
Girl, what?
The gamer girl.
Gamer girl.
Good night, kitten, says Josh. And after Josh says good night, he gets in the bed and he falls asleep. He's just like, oh boy, do I love falling asleep. But little did he know, he was about to have a crazy dream. It's like, crazy dream, crazy dream. So in the dream,
about?
exactly. So in the dream, he's like, oh, look at this place. His eyeballs, they're like looking around, they're like bending around his head, looks super cool, and he's just like, oh yes, look at that, that's very cool, that's very cool. And he's like, yeah, and he's just kind of looking around, it's very cool. And he's just kind of sitting in like this living room with like this couch and stuff. And then like in the entryway, he sees Freddy Fazbear.
From the It Game Identity Freddy security breach.
And he's just like, and then Josh is just like, holy carp, it's Freddy Fazbear.
Are we not going to talk about how Josh is turning into a snail with those eyes?
Are we not going to talk about how Josh is, yes, indeed, turning into a snail with those eyes, correct? Freddy Fazbear, what are you doing here, says Josh. I haven't seen you since high school. And Freddy Fazbear.
That was my nickname in college.
And Freddy Fazbear is just like, Josh, I have a great idea, Josh. What's your idea, Freddy Fazbear? Josh, have you ever tried writing? Why? Do it, Josh. Why? Do it. Do it. So Josh woke up and he was just like, undo. So Josh woke up and he was just like, I'm gonna do it. That joke is a little too much. Never mind. So Josh wakes up and he's just like, oh, no, I gotta do it. And it's like, it's the morning though. He slept through the night. So he sat down at his computer and he was like, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. And he takes out his typing thingies and he places them nowhere near the keyboard. And he starts typing. He's just like, I got it.
Does Josh canonically have different sets of fingers for different purposes?
What?
And he types with his mind.
Josh types from the soul.
You said he brought out his typing fingers. Does he have different fingers for different finger activities?
I'd like to imagine he has a finger closet, yes. And Josh gets to writing. Let's see. How about I get a great idea? I got it. First off, let's see. How about we write a story about a guy who has a guy who doesn't like the other guy who doesn't like him. So the guy's over the guy, and he's just like finds another guy who's like a better guy, but that other guy is already with the guy. So the guy's the guy to save the guy from the guy to stop. Oh, what is it, Josh? Says the gamer girl. Oh, I had this idea to write this, this story, but it's just not going anywhere. I can't seem to get anything beyond a basic dumb story about a guy guying guys with guys. Well, guys, you see, sometimes stories will take a long time to tell. And you can't just automatically you can't just automatically tell the story without putting time into the story, Josh. Okay. So, Josh decides to just do some other stuff first, because it takes time. Did somebody actually no, never mind. Wonderful. You're both mute. You guys can talk during this. You know that, right?
I was busy quoting you.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, yeah, but you guys can talk during this. Anyways, so Josh decides to go do some other stuff during his day. He decides to go to his favorite place. Not his favorite place, but one of his favorite restaurants. Subway. And he walks in there and he's just like, man, I am clueless what I need to do with this. What is it, Josh? Says Fred. I don't know, Fred. It's just not coming out the way I'd like to. What? I had this idea for a script, you see, and it was, well, that's kind of the issue. I don't have an idea. Well, just get an idea then, Josh. It's not that difficult. Well, how do I get an idea? All I have is this one about this guy who guys, the guy, other guys, the guy. And I don't know where I can go with that, Fred. Well, Josh, I just founded Subway. Nothing more I can do than that. Here's your sandwich. This sandwich looks an awful lot like your nose, Fred. Shut up, Josh. Josh is like, dang. And he sits there and eats the sandwich and he's just like, Thank you for sound effects. What can I do then? A guy who guys, the guy, other guys, the guy, guys.
What if he buys girls?
Then the thought came to him. It sounded like a voice from above. Why doesn't he guy girls? And Josh is just like, what's that even mean? So Josh moves on with his day, forgetting entirely about it. Sorry. Oh, that's the wrong button.
All the time.
And Josh just keeps walking around. Okay, I actually want to try something really quick. Drawing Josh from an angle. I've been trying to do this. It's so difficult. And he keeps walking around, rolling with the changes, dealing with life.
What angle is this?
This is a complete side angle.
This is a side. Oh.
Well, I mean, if this is what he looks like from the front.
I understand now.
So he's just walking. It's so cursed. Walking along, enjoying his day. And he just keeps thinking because he can't get this story out of his head. But the gamer girl said, Josh, you have to take time, put time into these things. You can't just rush them. But Josh just couldn't get the idea out of his head. And it started to become an issue for him, honestly. He kept, only think about this. And then, almost when the day was through, he made it nowhere, but he still wanted to write it. And that's when he knew he had to turn to the master himself. What is it, Josh? Says Mr. Genius. Mr. Genius! Psh, that's applause sound effect.
Welcome.
Mr. Genius! Mr. Genius! I don't know where I could turn to, Mr. Genius. Josh, it's 3 a.m. Have mercy on me, Mr. Genius. I just can't get this idea out of my head. Does this look like the face of mercy to you, Josh? It does indeed, Mr. Genius.
This
It
is
does.
literally our conversations at 3 a.m.
This is.
Bro, I thought that it's like
Oh my god.
playing the Among Us Happy Meal at 3 a.m.
The Among Us Happy Meal. And Josh is just like, Mr. Genius, I have this idea for the script. Oh, a stage play. Well, you came to me. You came to the right guy, Josh. Mr. Genius happens to also be a genius on stage plays. Oh, is that so? It is. So they have a little sit-down table talk. They're gonna be up here. So, Miss.
Bruh, I forgot why I made my username this, but it's accurate.
Buff Star. Wait, is it still Buffy Star?
Oh boy.
Buff Star.
Yes, sir.
Buffy.
Girly.
Buff Arms? Wait. What are you drawing?
No, I don't got the anchor arms, unfortunately.
Yo, the anchor arms from SpongeBob?
Buff.
And
Yeah.
well, Josh is just like, Mr. Genius, why are we floating? Josh, we are not floating. We are ascending. This is the plane that most writer. What?
Is it a rude question to ask why Josh's head is so far from his right shoulder?
Oh!
I'm sorry.
I gotta figure out how to draw
Listen,
Boy Rat's head.
he has 67 mental disabilities.
Jojathen. Wait, he doesn't have a neck.
He always has. No, he is a neck.
He is the neck?
Yeah, look. That's a neck. Thank you. Mentally deranged teenager.
Hi.
Why are you calling me out?
No, he's calling me out.
Money. You see, Josh, once we're floating, we can see the world a whole different way. Mr. Genius, I don't understand, Mr. Genius. This is crazy. My nose is... Mr. Genius, this is crazy. You've
This
ascended,
looks
Josh.
Turned into
Just
Michael
defending
Jackson.
madness.
You've ascended, my lord. You've ascended. I'm no. Josh.
What in the world?
Boy rat. It's not helping. How is me floating gonna help? Josh, that is not what helps you right. There are two things in this world that will help you right, and I have them with me. What are they, Mr. Genius? Well, Josh, thing number one, the Travis Scott meal from McDonald's.
Oh God. Does Astroworld exist in the universe?
Yes. Number two, Josh, the Among Us Happy Meal. The Among Us
Not the BTS Happy Meal?
Happy. The Among Us Happy
BTS?
Meal.
BTS?
Bro, is that like a Squid Game thing?
Definitely.
Hey, don't spoil the next
Squid Game
episode.
place.
Oh boy, someone
100%
join.
again.
Ah!
Damn.
I sent the link to invite join to some of my OneNote. I sent the invite link to join to some of my IRLs, but I don't know if they're coming.
I mean, I think that it's mostly because you spontaneously decided to do this.
Well, I mean, it's also because when you send a message saying, I have a series about a depressed rat, I don't think that's very entertaining.
I don't know. I think it's pretty great. I would be encouraged if somebody said that.
The Among Us Happy Meal, Josh. So,
SongBob wasn't the creator of the Ratboy Genius Genshin Impact alternate universe.
Does that exist?
oh, it exists.
I made it.
It's glorious. I like how Ratboy's limbs are more stretchy than Jaj's at this moment. And Ratboy is just like, you see, Jaj? Now, I need you to eat up me, boy. And Jaj is just like,
Wait, SongBob, is it the only experience you've had with Genshin Impact, the one tier list I sent you?
oh boy. Probably.
Goro, my beloved.
And Jaj is just like, okay, Mr. Genius. And Jaj just unhinges his Jaj. Get it? Jaj unhinges his
Can I put my connections in your jaw?
and Jaj is just like, he's just like, oh my, oh no. And he's just like, ah! And all the food. Yes.
That's where a lot of eat. Oh my lord.
And he just eats it all. He's just like, and he's just like, Mr. Genius, I don't feel too good. And Mr. Genius was just like, that's the magic being worked, Josh. It's working, Josh. Josh, it's working. It's working. I just feel sick, Mr. Genius. That was a lot of Travis Scott Among Us. Did somebody say Among Us?
Travis Scott the imposter?
Why is this drawing at such an angle? Did somebody say Among Us? Summer sus, baby. What's going on, boy rat? I'm trying to make Josh become a better writer. Doesn't true writing just come from the soul, though, boy rat? No. Yeah, it comes from Happy Meals, doesn't it? Like, doesn't everybody know that?
Huh?
Yeah. So Josh he tramples his way home, and he's just like, okay, I'll try this again. And he gets on the computer and he starts typing. And this is like one of those cool reflection scenes where like the words pop up. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it. Oh, I got Comic Sans on right now. That's pretty good. But Impact. Let's see if I can find it. There we go.
I think that you were right about trying to draw Josh from an angle being comedically difficult.
And he says this. Once upon a time.
Facing curve.
Yes, there was a guy. Guy. And that guy decided to be a guy who guys so her guy died. Then 20 years later, the Star Wars prequels came out.
Oh, true.
I know I'm struggling I'm failing to type right now. And then Jar Jar Binks decided to get ice cream. And then Buddy Fred said to eat a sandwich or to eat. And then Freddy Fazbear showed up, and me and Markiplier had a lot of fun on the trampoline, bouncing on it. Ah, who am I kidding? It's a failure, says Josh. He went to bed that night feeling horrible.
Fazbear, Markiplier, behind the scenes, director.
I lost my pen. 1 second. Okay, there it is. I was like, how am I going to draw? Classic mouse drawing. And he fell asleep that night. And he woke up in the same room with Freddy Fazbear looming over him. Oh no, Freddy Fazbear. Zhazh. Zhazh, did you write the script, Zhazh? Did you write it, Zhazh? I didn't, Freddy Fazbear. I couldn't do it. Why not, Zhazh? It's pretty easy. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't figure out the right story. I just had the story about a guy who guide guys, to guide guys, to die, to Jar Jar Binks, to Fred, to Markiplier. I can't do it, Freddy Fazbear. And Freddy Fazbear is just like, of course you can do it, Josh. I got a great start. There's a guy who had this guy, but the guy was a bad guy. Huh? The guy was a bad guy, Josh. You see, it's that easy. You know what? I got a great idea. You know what? Josh, I think I know how I can help you, Josh. My shoulders are very square right now, Josh. Here's what I want you to do. Josh, tomorrow when you wake up, Josh, check your drawer. Check their desk, counter, bedside cabinet drawer, Josh. What's that even mean, Freddy Fazbear? Just do it, Josh. Just do it, Josh.
Oh,
Just
no,
do it,
Josh.
Dude, Josh wakes up.
Well, have you guys ever seen the pee drawer? Like Mom found the pee drawer?
Yes, probably.
And Josh looks over and he's like, my bedside cabinet
I
drawer.
found my grandfather's pea pot.
What? The what?
His pea pot.
And Josh is just like, in here, this is where Freddy Fazbear told me to go. I should check it. So Josh opens the drawer and he sees it.
And my grandfather in the Philippines had a pot. He kept it in his room where he peed in. If, I don't know, my grandma was in the bathroom.
Rattuget? That's like Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
It's a full 100.
I somehow got a lasso stuck.
It's a full 130-page script, and what's this? It's a note to Josh from Freddy Fazbear. Use this script, Josh. I based it on you. Much love, Freddy Fazbear. Oh, Freddy Fazbear trying to flirt with Josh. Josh already with Markiplier. And Josh gets on the phone. Wait, first Josh has to go through his phone list. Let's see, who am I looking for? Oh, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Aniston, Brad Pitt, Rihanna, Katy Perry, Oprah Winfrey, Kim Kardashian, Angelina Jolie, George Clooney, Tom Cruise, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Ellen DeGeneres, Vin Diesel, Natalie Portman, Will Smith, Julia Roberts, Jennifer Lopez, Drake, Matt Damon, Cardi B, Tom Hanks, Justin Bieber, Robert Downey Jr., Jay-Z, Emma Stone, Olivia Wilde, Demi Moore, Leonardo DiCaprio, Nicolas Cage, Harrison Ford, Johnny Depp, Kate Hudson, Nicki Minaj, Bruce Willis, Ariana Grande, Reese Witherspoon, Sean Combs, Adam Sandler, Jamie Foxx, Mark Wahlberg, Ryan Reynolds, David Beckham, Jessica Alba, Jennifer Lawrence, Keanu Reeves, Whoopi Goldberg, Emma Watson, Scarlett Johansson, Britney Spears, Alicia Keys. There it is, Markiplier. And he gets on the phone. Come on, Mark, pick up. Oh, come on! I can't find a What is it, Josh? Markiplier. Markiplier, I got great news. I was so stuck, I couldn't figure out what I was going to do for my script. But then Freddy Fazbear showed up. Oh, Freddy Fazbear? Oh, I remember my days with Freddy Fazbear. Oh, I know, Markiplier. Isn't it great? Oh, it's so great, Josh. It's so great. Anyways, I got to record a video. I'll see you later. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. My friend Josh just called me. That was so unnecessary.
What the frick?
And Josh is just like, I have it. It's glorious. I will now have to just go into production. Let's see where this takes me. And Gamer Girl is just like, you did it, Josh. You did it. I appreciate you and care about you so much. I think that would be breaking the laws of physics. It is Freddy Fazbear, but I don't think he can break the laws of physics like that.
Trying to draw.
I mean, they can definitely murder more children than Pizza Hut.
Well, let's
Trying to draw Josh's nose at an angle is the hardest battle I'll ever have to face in my entire life.
It was a beautiful
Imagine not drawing noses as, like, tiny shapes.
Well, usually I just draw them as a triangle, but this is more difficult.
Uh-huh.
It was a beautiful morning, and who was there? Who was there?
Charlie, I apologize, Charlie.
Who was there?
Charlie.
Uh-oh, I've been doxxed. Who was there? Ratgirl Genius in bed, and Chereal in bed. And don't they love to share their bedroom where their beds are exactly 63 meters apart?
Oh, true.
And they wear like all their clothes in bed for some reason. And they're just sitting there having a great time. And Ratgirl turns over and is just like, still thinking about that confrontation they had. They had a confrontation about Josh being a bad person and how Ratgirl stood up to Josh, but Ratgirl's kind of suppressed those feelings. She doesn't want to have to deal with that. So, yeah. Ratgirl wakes up and, they're a little iffy now. Nothing's quite feeling the same, Now that they had that little confrontation. So Ratgirl is just kind of like making the coffee and is just like, I don't know. This is sussy. I don't know. And Chereal is just like, good morning, Ratgirl Genius. So they're still vibing. Chereal's still looking like Mordecai.
Maybe now she kind of looked like Burgley.
Burgley. And Ratgirl is just like, good morning. And they do that weird, like, good morning kiss thing where it's like, oh, da, 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 da. Exactly.
I like that it just went silent.
Oh.
Sorry, I was thinking about hummingbirds.
For 1 second and then. Oh, dude, that looks like the pet. That looked like the Petscop bird.
I don't know what that is.
The red Petscop bird. Oh.
So Ratgirl and Chereal got a bit of stuff going on, but Ratgirl kind of goes on with her day.
How to play Petscop.
Ratgirl decides to just go to her favorite place to get kidnapped, the mall. In fact, it's the only place she's ever been kidnapped. Whoa, who just sent an aggressive message? That is literally Chereal. So, Ratgirl goes to the mall, and it's just walking around. And she's like, oh, wow, this place is really nice. I really enjoy this environment. I really like this environment. What? Who's that? Guys, who's that? It's the mushroom store where they sell exclusively portobello mushrooms.
Oh my god, that's insane.
That's not Josh. And Ratgirl's just like, whoa, I could have sworn that was Josh. So Ratgirl's getting a little weirded out. Like, I thought that was Josh. Why did I think that was Josh? And she's just walking around, and she was like, huh? Is that Josh right up there? No, it's just the title, the store. Oh, that's the store sign. It's just a store sign. And Ratgirl is getting like really concerned now because she's just starting to see Josh everywhere. And then all of a sudden, she sees a rat, a purple rat with a crown on a poster. Ah! And she just keeps seeing Josh. Which one are we talking about?
The one that's like Little King John but worse.
Josh?
Well, like, dang.
I tried and I cannot do Josh from any perspective.
Just put it in official art, honestly.
I will in a minute. I'm gonna try and make it look like really slightly less sad.
Wonderful. So Ratgirl is really starting to lose it, and she's just...
I'm about to freaking lose it.
Yeah, and she's getting really concerned, and she's just like...
She have a Joker moment.
Say peacock. Nobody bats an eye.
Why? Say peacock and society goes wild. Society.
And Ratgirl loses it.
Loud?
She's just...
Hey.
And Ratgirl is just like, I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. And Ratgirl's just sitting there. She's sitting at this bench in the mall, and she's just and she feels stuck. What should Ratgirl do? She asks to the sky, and that's over there on the other window. What should Ratgirl do?
She should probably do something, to be honest. She should go to the nearest fountain and just start picking up the coins with tears in her eyes.
Ooh, and Ratgirl just can't take it anymore. She's just like, and she goes to the fountain. She goes to the fountain, and she's just like, I smell berries. I'm just quoting all you guys now. I'm just gonna implement everything you guys say. I hope you know that. And she.
Wait, I gotta.
And she.
In the background.
Bro, I'm speed running right now.
And she reaches into the water, but then electrocution, and she's just like, whoa, ah, whoa. What was that? And she's just like, that was freaky. She was electrocuted, and all of a sudden, on her eyes, because remember, she's a robot, it said, oh no, low power, low power, low power, low power, low power. And she was like,
wouldn't that do the opposite?
oh no.
Nah, I'd be like, whoa.
It's like literally FNAF. And she's like, oh no. And she collapses in the mall.
Oh god, that's crazy.
Again?
Yeah, again. She loves to collapse in the mall. I think it was 1. And she's sitting there until she wakes up again and is like, and she looks around and she's like, huh? Where am I? But then, oh, finally, Jojathen. And she's just like, why am I here? Why am I here? And then Josh is just like, oh, well, I'm like the only person, who like, oh, wait, no. Retcon. He's just like, oh, I don't know. I found you passed out at the mall. I was up chilling on some sign. Did you see me? I was having a great time up there, I was just standing up there. My head looks like a T. I thought it looked funny. So actually, that was Josh up there. And Ratgirl is just like, oh, Josh, I don't know what to do. And Josh is just like, huh? Why don't you know what to do? And they have a little sit down. They have a little friend X talk. X talk. What do you call it? Somebody give me an actual name.
Heart. Yeah, a heart to heart.
A heart to heart. A heart. Oh, I love how that just keeps randomly appearing.
He's looking at her like that. He's looking at her like that. That's his emotional face.
And he's just like, and Ratgirl is just like, Josh, I keep seeing you everywhere I go, and me and Chereal got in a fight about you. And I just
free Wi-Fi anywhere you go.
And I just don't I just don't know what's happening, Josh. I don't understand what's happening. Josh, how is getting Wi-Fi anywhere I go helpful? I don't know. I just thought it would be. Anyways, the thing is, wait, you were fighting over me? Ayo, it's not like that, Josh. It's just she was giving you a bad rap. She was going like, "Oh, Josh, he's so weird. He's such a freak." True. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Yeah. What? So I got in a fight for nothing? Sure. What?
Me too.
Well, I mean, it shows you care, so you know. How do I draw this face? So, you know.
Make his nose wrinkle up a little bit. Tiny pupils and black gums. And he goes feral.
Did I do it?
Yes, that's amazing.
And Ratgirl is just like, Josh, so what if I care about you? And Josh is just like, that makes you like, what out of 20 people to care? And Ratgirl is just like, I don't know. I feel like if I talk to her about it, it's not gonna end very well, and you know, all of that. Then just don't talk to her about it. But it's something that I need to talk about because it's like a big issue. Why is it an issue? Why do you keep asking questions, Josh? I don't know. You kind of directed me to. Ah! I'm leaving, Josh. This is like your 20th time leaving my house. Josh, how many times do I have to say it? Turkey casserole.
Me too. It's an
Dang.
emotional subject.
Turkey casserole. Song time. Okay. I guess if you want one, yeah, sure. And Josh is just like turkey casserole, and Ratgirl is just like,
Sigh.
what do I do? I've now looked back 2-3 times, and I'm doing it once more. How could I just show up again? You must think I'm adorable. What does this have to do with anything? I don't know. This isn't canon in the show. There's your song time.
Thank you for the beautiful song.
If only I was canon. And Ratgirl.
Ratgirl's
And
iconic quote.
And Ratgirl walks back home. And she sits down in her chair and she's just like, I can't just leave this where it is. Chereal just doesn't understand. Josh, well, he is, you know, bad guy. Is he really that bad? She thinks about
I'm
the...
literally neurodivergent and also a minor? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Me or Josh?
Bro, I'm neurodivergent and also a minor. Holy card.
You're literally
I'm
Josh.
literally non-binary. Did you just
Oh, I'm so
that?
sorry.
non-binary?
Josh is a
Neurodivergent? Minor?
And Ratgirl says,
Josh Wade.
Josh, you and your 148 pounds of goodness.
He's lighter than he looks.
Well, they say muscle is heavier than fat.
Hey, you seen Josh? You seen those arms?
No muscle.
Hey, you see these arms? You see these arms? These 3 muscles. His elbows are super strong.
Arms?
Maybe he has really dense muscles.
That face!
Nice. Stretchies.
Ratgirl, why are you sitting in that chair
Oh
very
my
aggressively?
God.
Chereal, you're misunderstanding Josh. He's not a bad guy. Well, I don't care if he's a bad guy. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. No, he's not.
never
Yes, he
divergent.
is. No, he's not. Yes, he is.
Me too.
Why do you, it's just Rat Girl, there's no argument for this. You've seen Josh before. Weren't you even with Josh for a while? Couldn't you tell me that he's pretty strange? Well, 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 well.
She's thinking about the coins that she stole or attempted to steal.
I think that pennies is the answer.
Oh my.
Oh my lordy lord.
Pennies? What do you mean pennies? Just never mind. Just forget I talked. That's what I thought. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's a little toxic there. A little conflict.
A little bit of
But
gas.
Rat Girl's still in her head.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Rat Girl was just like, I can girl boss my way out of this. And she was thinking, and she was just like, not today, but one day I will convince her that Josh isn't a bad guy.
I just gave Josh muscles. Like he has a defined jaw now.
Horse?
And with that,
Why are you
Josh
talking about horse?
Josh thought back to his conversation and was just like, you know what? I am pretty quirky. He must think
He's just a silly, goofy guy.
I'm a silly, goofy guy. And in the season finale, I'm gonna silly, goofy.